Students should be directed towards identifying a specific problem within the writing. Thus, peer feedback should not be used as merely an editing tool, but rather to pick out larger conceptual or structural problems. Through peer feedback, students should locate a specific problem and offer a potential solution, including and outlining a summary of the issue. It can also be helpful to provide students with the marking criteria for their assessment task, or a simplified criteria sheet or checklist. In using a simplified criteria or checklist, students are able to reliably judge the higher level and complex aspects of the assessment, directing them away from the lower level features such as mechanics, thus making the process more effective. These checklists should be grouped into specific subsections that reflect the assessment piece. For example, intro, body, conclusion, and each part of the checklist should correspond to the specific requirements of that section of the text. Moreover, Kim and Saxton suggest that a before, during, after training process should be undertaken. The before stage includes the creation of the checklist for scaffolding. However, Kim and Saxton add that this should be developed in conjunction with the students to facilitate a shared understanding and learning goal and to focus the feedback. It is in this phase that the peer review process should be modelled through applying the checklist to an exemplar text. In the during phase, students then learn how to effectively use the checklist. Here it is important that you emphasise what good feedback looks like, i.e., that giving specific text-based comments, reasons for statements and evaluations, and asking specific questions are all helpful for peers. For example, rather than saying, "good work," you may say, "I like the way you interpreted Shakespeare's purpose through your characterisation of Anne Neville in your monologue." It may also be useful to first let students informally provide feedback to you, based on an agreed-upon criteria, before moving on to peers. You can also encourage student writers to bring to the reviewer's attention specific issues on which they need assistance, thus directing the process towards a clear goal that fulfills a specific need. The after phase builds on the benefits of peer review by enabling the enactment of feedback for writing improvement and encouraging reflection. This can help students mature into thoughtful and reflective writers. Some questions that you could pose in this phase are: what went well? What could be improved? Which comment was the most helpful and why? What kind of effect will this have on your work? This guided reflection adds another layer to the process as students critically assess the feedback they have received, helping them to meaningfully engage with and revisit their own work and enabling them to make important decisions about particular comments, facilitating improvement in their writing. While these are not the only methods of undertaking effective peer review in your English classroom, they will hopefully provide you with a starting point for adaptation and lead to success in implementation.